Follow three talented young designers as they transform three empty apartments on Val de Vie estate into dream homes using finishes provided by caesarstone and Plascon. Cast your vote on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win one of the completed apartments worth more than 3 million rand.
Welcome back. Great to have you back. The kitchen can be a very technical room in the house to build, and with less than a week left till our design contestants have to present their final kitchens, will they get everything done in time? Danilo is at Val de Vie to see how far they've come.
As you know, one of my favorite places to be in the Afternoon Express loft is the kitchen, so this must be my favorite challenge thus far. Our contestants are halfway through building their kitchens, and it's time for us to catch up with them at the Val de Vie estate.
Okay, Danilo, I know there's not much happening here, but don't stress. It's a freestanding kitchen that's going to come in the day before installation.
Okay, so even though it's halfway, I would have expected more to have happened.
Well, we had to make some changes on the design, and then obviously I need to make changes for the appliances that we're going to put in. So everything just had to move a bit, so you can see they're still busy.
So you've moved some of the plugs around. I see you've started to at least think about colours.
Colours, yeah, the colours are on the wall over there. We are going to do paint on the ceiling. The other colours are a surprise, but there won't be much painting here because we're filling all the walls.
I'm a visual learner, and we've spoken quite a lot about concept, but can I maybe see some of those ideas that you've got?
What we have here is a freestanding kitchen that will just be put in the day before. We have a movable island. We can adjust it as people sit around it and things change and people change. Previous comments from the judges were that I'm a bit too masculine. This design will try and balance it out with all the styling that I'm going to include. We have Smeg appliances. What do you think about the black?
Yes, I think it's awesome. That black is like really, but again, masculine.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and balance it as much as possible.
Cool.
And I really considered adding value to this space. So on the back wall, we are gonna have a peg wall that is adjustable as your lifestyle changes. And I've also included some full slabs of caesarstone this time to impress Trevor from Caesarstone. And I hope he likes it.
Sure, some great concepts you've got here, but the all-important question, will you be done in time?
Of course I will. I'll just have to push myself.
Good.
Get it all done.
All right, well, good luck. I hope it goes well.
Okay, Danilo.
Next up, Minenhle. Let's see what he's got cooking. Minenhle, what's up?
Hi,
I don't know how to, what are we going to do?
Can you just pick that up for me? I'm just trying to decide.
Oh, being put to work,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe
What are you going to decide?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which tile to use, or maybe I should use both of them and create some sort of pattern.
On this wall?
Yeah, because I have this transition that's happening here where the timber meets the tile.
Oh, cool.
So I'm trying to carry on the same concept on the wall.
Okay, so I must ask you how the whole thing is going.
I have three things that I really like about my kitchen, which is, one of them is where we're standing.
Yeah.
So this is where the floor finishes meet, from the timber that I'm using for the rest of the apartments to the kitchen tiles. So when you walk through the passage, the floor sort of signals a space, which is the kitchen, then you transition onto the rest of the spaces.
You mentioned one of the three things that you like the most. What are the other two?
The other two is the color I'm bringing into the kitchen, which is a city green, velvet glow, very good for your kitchens. It's a lighter green compared to the other colors that I've been using, because the kitchen, it's very risky when you bring in color.
And what's number three?
Number three is how I'm sheeting the cupboards. There's this play that I'm having with enclosed storage and exposed storage. And the exposed storage is where I'm planning to give the kitchen some life. With the decorating elements, you'll have to wait for that.
Ooh.
Which is what I'm thinking is gonna make my kitchen come together.
I really like some of your ideas, but the big question is, are you going to be done on time? Because I really want to see you finish this project. It sounds great.
I think everything is on track. I had a meeting with Sangangalo, who came to site. Then we discussed all my ideas, and they seem to be in sync with my concepts, so that I'm happy about. And they liaising with One Design, my kitchen guys, so that minimizes any mistakes that might happen on site. So overall, what's left is for the cupboards to come in, and then the caesarstone tops can come in afterwards.
Well, your ideas are figuratively and literally cooking, so looking forward to seeing what the final product looks like. You've got a week to go, holding thumbs, holding toes. Let's get this finished.
Before you go, can you just assist me make a decision on the tiles?
Oh, being put to work. Well, this one, I guess. Well, I'll leave it over to you.
Well, that wasn't much of a help, but thanks anyway.
Good luck. All right, let's do like the tomatoes and catch up with Juané's kitchen. Wait, kitchen's that way. Good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to Win a Home on Afternoon Express. Today in the Val de Vie Polo Pad kitchen, we have Juané cooking up something delicious. Well, more like finishing off the final touches. What are you making for us today, Juané?
So I'm cooking up some dark joinery and unfinished kitchen, but let's get to the point.
Talk me through the realness of this kitchen. I'm glad to see some stuff happening with 1 week to go.
So all of my other spaces are very understated and calm. So the kitchen is going to be a statement piece in my apartment. When you enter it, you'll immediately see it. And I'm hoping that will bring some sophistication to the space.
Talk us through those final touches.
I still need to add my white caesarstone countertop with the complementing feature wall right behind me. And then I have my beautiful white Smeg appliances that will match perfectly with the white countertop. And then I still need to put on the doors on all the cabinets. I'm going to have my copper copy station right here, and then I need to paint in the corner, and then I'll be done.
Well, Chef Juané, it is all sounding so delicious and fabulous. If you want to find the recipe or to vote for your favorite design contestant, go to privateproperty.co.za now, and you can win one of the 3 apartments right here on Win a Home on Afternoon Express.
Now, make sure you tune in on Friday at our new time slot of 5 p.m. when we reveal what the final kitchens look like. One of the most exciting elements of Win a Home is actually watching our design contestants take an empty space and then turn it into something really beautiful. Now, if you're looking to build your own home but don't even know how to start financing it, Bonnie is with just the man.
Building a new home can be the most rewarding experience for anyone. You're able to customize your own taste and style. This can be an exciting project as you're able to design your own house and add design elements that are specific to you, instead of acquiring someone else's taste, which comes with buying an already existing home. The big question is the financing side of building. How do banks finance someone who's looking to build? We are joined by Tim Akinnusi, Head of Sales and Client Management at Nedbank Home Loans. Welcome back, Tim. Lovely to have you with us again.
Thank you very much.
So building your own home sounds like such a daunting experience, especially the finance side of it for most people. How do banks finance somebody who's choosing to build a home instead of buying an existing one?
Well, Bonnie, the good news is that we do finance homes that are being built from scratch. So if you're in the market and looking to build your own place, what we do is we offer a building loan package in which comprises of 2 components. One would be the finance of the land, as well as the top structure. So this is a little bit different to when you are applying for a bond for an existing place. It's a little bit much more involved. So you would still need to have your affordability, you would still need to have a deposit, but go a little bit further beyond that and actually find the land, find an architect, and find a reputable builder that can help you build this place. I think for me, the building process is quite a journey. It is a labor of love. It is heavily involved, and you need to really make sure that you're up for it because there's quite a long process involved in it. And what customers need to understand is part of this whole process is that we will walk with you as a bank to make sure that we evaluate the house at each phase, as well as provide you with funding to continue the build as you go along.
Yeah. And are there specific conditions or requirements that the bank needs from an individual who's deciding to go for a building loan instead?
Well, certainly. What we would require from you is, along with your application, would require for you to have found an architect, have a plan. It doesn't have to be an approved plan. It could be a draft plan for what you're looking to build. You'd also have to have a registered builder, somebody who's registered with the NHBRC. You'd have to have an engineer who would make sure that the structural integrity of the house is going to be in place, as well as a building contract. So you'd need to contract with your builder, agree costs on specific items, and have that signed. And with that in place, we can then proceed to fund you as you go along through the building process.
I mean, it sounds like there's so much to consider. Any other advice you have for people deciding to build their own homes?
The first advice I would give to people looking to build is make sure you have the right amount of commitment and time. Like I said, it's not a 3-week process or a 3-month process. In most cases, it could be as much as a year to 18 months. So you would need to make sure that you understand exactly what you want and also be decisive in terms of how you make decisions about key aspects of what you want to build, etc. Because if you are not, you end up going through a process where there's a lot of wastage of time, material, and those things could very quickly escalate. And the last thing you want is to find yourself with a building project that you run out of funding for, which is one of the common mistakes that people actually make. So I would suggest that finding the right architect would be the appropriate thing, because he'll be able to design a place for you that is functional, a place that incorporates a lot of green and sustainable living type features into it. And those are key things that you want for any place.
Yeah.
Along with that, you just need to make sure that you have the right time and dedication towards the project. And the end result should be something that would enhance the value of the place once you follow those steps.
Yeah.
The value of the place should be a good one in future.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you also need nerves of steel.
Absolutely. You absolutely will go through some difficult periods where you feel like you're not going to make it, you just can't see this thing being done.
Yeah.
But you really just need to stick to your budget, stick to the plan, be involved, make sure that your architect and your builder and yourself commit to specific deadlines and specific requirements, and you should be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us again.
It's a pleasure.
So if you'd like to know more about how Nedbank can help you with financing a new home, simply visit nedbank.co.za/home loans.
When I was young, I always wanted to be a Bond girl, but I ended up being a girl with a Bond. So that was some really good advice. Now, remember that you at home are also a judge on Win a Home, and you have the chance to change one of our design contestants' lives forever by simply voting for your favorite kitchen now. And if you are our grand prize winner, then you get to choose which of their apartments you want, and it becomes yours.
Vote for your favorite design contestant's kitchen on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance of winning a tulip dining chair by guideline to the value of 6,890 Rand. You also automatically get entered into the draw to win one of the 3 finished apartments valued at over 3 million Rand. Win a Home is proudly brought to you by Private Property in association with Nedbank.